Hi, I'm Ben Versteeg from Bytelite. My usual work is producing hardware for retro computers. But today I'm going to show you something else which has been discussed with one of my weekly shows. There was a lot of replies there about this device. It's a multimeter. It's a simple thing that I think everyone should have who has a soldering iron and does some things on hardware themselves, sometimes maybe, or like me, every day. I have more multimeters, of course, but I wanted an extra one because in my workplace here I have different corners where I work, and I don't want to carry my multimeter to every corner when I have to. So that's why I was looking for a cheap second one. One of the things I wanted at least in the new multimeter would be autoranging, so you don't have to put, for example, select a voltage of like this old one at 2 volts or 20 volts or 200 volts. I want the multimeter to check what the voltage is and set it to the correct range itself, and this one actually has that. Well, what are the other functions then? Okay, volt and DC and AC. If you turn it on at volt, it's set DC, but with a click you can turn it to AC. You have the ohms setting, so you can measure resistance. It also makes it capable of measuring contacts, so you have the beep setting on it, which is very useful when you want to check if connections work. You have the diode setting, which is on here as well, so you can measure diodes. I hope it will show the diode voltage. You can measure frequency, you can measure currents, and it has two off settings, which could be useful if you are lazy. But it also has an auto power off, which I haven't checked at this moment, so that's my mistake. I see now it also has a backlight function, I think. Yeah, look at that. You can even power on the backlight. I'm not sure if that will stay because it's useful, I think. No, you have to do that again every time you switch it on. But it can be useful maybe at night or when you are recording videos like this one maybe. But it's outside, it's light at the moment, so that's not a problem. It comes with a lot of stuff with these kind of cheap cables. Well, they work. They have some caps on them when they arrive, so you just have to pull them off, which is easy, of course, not a problem at all. It comes in a very nice box, which is this one, and maybe the model numbers on here. It says, I think, oh, here it says VP1001, and here it says D260097, but I think the model number is the VP1001. So this is the box which it comes in, and it also has a manual in English. It's only English, I think. Yeah, it's only English. So if you are someone that reads manuals, unlike me, then you have one. And it comes with this nice sleeve. So if you want to carry it with you somewhere, you have a sleeve which you can put it into. I think it's nice. It smells like plastic, which I think in this case is cool. But let's talk about a multimeter. One thing I forgot is that it has this stand. It's a cheap stand, but it can be useful if you want to put it down somewhere. Let's do some measurements and compare it to my old multimeter, the Dynatec, which is over 20 years old, I think. And let's see the differences. Right, with some magic you can see exactly what I'm seeing myself. I have some of the products I produce here in front of me with 5V connected. And I'm curious if the output of the Dynatec compared to the new one, the VP1001, gives the same result. So let's check the exact power which is on this chip, for example. It says 4991 on the new VP1001, and it says, let's see, 497 on the old one. It's a small difference, but I know for a fact that this old one isn't calibrated very well. So, but the difference is so minor, I don't give much about that. Now let's check another setting then. Let's check frequency, and actually this is a sound card, a small one, which has a frequency setting, and I think it was, this was the ground signal, and this should be the signal where it should say 1.789 or 1790 megahertz, and it does that just fine. When I'm using the Dynatech at the frequency setting, what does it show? Let's see, 1790 kilohertz, so 179 megahertz. Oh, and you see it kind of fluctuating, so it's not a precise frequency here, but it's good enough. So that's okay. What can I check much more than that? Well, let's put off the power and let's check some context. Then you can use the beeping way of doing that. Let's check this one and this one. That works great. Okay, so that's perfect, I think. Nice. What else can I show you? Let's see. I haven't checked power off at the moment, as I told you. I won't dare to use. That's one of the things I must say. I won't dare to use these cables on a AC power outlet because the cables are so thin. I'm not sure about the quality of these. They say 10 amperes certified, but I'm not sure about that. They should work until up to 1000 volts, which is here on the probe itself, but I'm not sure about that. What I just counted, look at that, and there's a cap over the pins, so if you need more space, you can just pull them off. Actually, these say 600 volt and these say 1000 volt, so maybe that's for protection if you're using something like power outlet, for example. What I would like is combining these with these small probes for some kinds of development work. You can buy these as well on AliExpress or eBay somewhere else for a couple of euro. Does these fit in here? I'm not sure, I haven't checked, so I'm going to check now. That works. That works. So for example, with a small upgrade like this one, you can connect these to some signals here, for example the chip. Let's check that. It's not powered, so whatever I do, it's not a problem. And there's space enough, clearance enough with these kind of probes, so you can use it, for example, for this. Let's check it out with the hertz setting. What I was doing a second ago. Let's just put that on this pin 15, and the other one on the ground pin on this chip, and I think this will work just fine. Let's see if it works. Yes, that works greatly. So with a small upgrade like these ones, you can do this stuff very nicely. So I think for their that's perfect, really. Well, now let's talk about a price then, because I haven't told it you guys. I will show you the website. So here I have the website where I ordered mine on AliExpress. The thing is, you cannot really look under the model number VP1001. So that's a pity. You just can, what I did, look on autoranging multimeter, for example. But this is the exact model I bought. I bought one without the thermocouple. So I bought this one, and actually the other one does say VP1002, so most probably that one has an extra setting. Yes, it has a temperature setting as well at the right side, as you can see here on screen. So I ordered the cheap one, and yesterday I ordered this one as well, because there are some things I need the thermocouple, the thermometer setting as well. So I think it's a decent price for both of them. You can see here, if I select all the things I need, yeah, the total price of the cheapest one is just over 14 euros, so it's really cheap for a multimeter like this. And although it still says that it's certified for some safety categories, I'm not sure I want to use this one on things like that. I want to use my Dynatech for that, because I don't trust this cheap one for higher voltage measurements. I also found out that someone told me that the same model or something like the same model is available on eBay. So I have the eBay model here as well, and it's not the same model as you can see here. It's called the AN8001, but it looks like the same multimeter to me, if you ask me. I think it's exactly the same one. I'm not sure, I haven't bought this one. And it's about the same price, so that doesn't matter at all. You have the same version with the temperature setting as well here, so with different model number as well. So you can buy them either from eBay or from AliExpress. I will put the links of these models I found in the description of this video. So that's about all I can say of this multimeter. I think it's a very good buy. If you need one, if you don't have one, or maybe have an old analog one and you like to upgrade yours for just over 10 euro, 10 pounds, then this is, I think, your best buy at the moment. This video is not sponsored by the manufacturer of this multimeter. I just bought this one myself and the other one as well. I just think it's good to share this because yesterday when I was doing my weekly show, I featured this multimeter and there were lots of responses to that. So I think it's something like more people would like. So if you don't have one, maybe you want this one. It's easy to order one from AliExpress by credit card, for example, or from eBay by PayPal. Just know that I didn't buy the one from eBay, so I have no idea if that one is exactly the same as this one, but I think it is. And check, of course, if it comes with the cables. And one thing I have to say is it didn't come with batteries. So you have to put in 2 AA batteries yourself. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. And please subscribe if you want to, if you like this video. Please do. Thank you. Head over to zxspectrum.shop to buy brand new add-ons for your ZX Spectrum. Lots of different products are available. For example, the ZX HD HDMI interface or the FMC Enjoy Pro 1 SD card interface. And lots more. Set the currency preference to British pounds or euro and check out easily. Also found on our website are links to our Facebook page with weekly updates of all kinds of ongoing projects. And of course, do subscribe to our YouTube channel with lots of reviews and the Byte Light weekly show episodes.